The delays in opening the East Extension form the focus of our Ottawa's Worst Commute series episode tonight. Riders are growing impatient as they deal with a shortage of buses and single-car trains, all leading to commuter chaos on some days. For a real-time snapshot of what this route can look like, we followed a city councillor from the East End into downtown, starting on a bus on Montreal Road. Going to Blair Station from there, we hopped on the train to U Ottawa and walked to City Hall. CTV's Leah Larocque joins us now with more on how it all went. Leah.
Well, during the morning or afternoon rush hour, Blair Station must be one of the busiest spots for OC Transpo. It's a main transfer point to take residents all over the East End. But ask anyone in Orleans and they will tell you that the commute would be made a lot easier if the Confederation line went all the way to Trim Road. But when that will be is still a big question mark. For East End residents, the journey downtown doesn't start on the train. It starts on a bus and hoping it will show up. And that includes Ottawa Councillor Tim Tierney, who's taking public transit to get to City Hall.
Get onto a bus that will take us to the future Montreal Road station, and when that train runs, it will avoid getting onto another bus that we'll have to get onto to be able to go to Blair Station, where all the East End bus traffic comes.
Route after route funnels into Blair Station. It's a major hub. And it's also a major bottleneck point. This bus is already full, and it left about 20 people waiting at the station.
It's just that there's not enough buses.
It's like as usual, like every day.
At the train platform, it's even worse. All of these riders squeeze into the single-car train, and this is the first stop on the line. Sophie Vincent is late for work because of public transit.
The 25, it was canceled by the time I got to the bus stop. So then I had to wait. There was a supposed to be a 20-minute wait for the 25, but the 226 was coming in about 12 minutes. But the 12 minutes turned into about half an hour.
It wasn't until after our morning commute that we learned that if we were just a few minutes later at Blair Station, we would have been caught waiting at the platform with a massive crowd of passengers. They were waiting for about 20 minutes for the next train to come because of a delay.
It seems that everything's almost always breaking down. It makes you lose a little bit of trust in the system, just in general, when they promise you an extension of the line.
OC Transpo says testing could begin sometime in late spring or summer, but won't make any promises.
Because the transit is unreliable and the commute times are very long on transit, the majority of people are choosing to drive if they can, and so the congestion is out of control. Every major route in South Orleans is operating over capacity.
In total, the trip was just over an hour. The longest wait continues for a date for the Eastern Extension.
The unpredictability, inefficiency, the unknown, the frustration, the stress.
It'll be way faster. I'm usually on the train. I take my first bus at 7:05 to get to school at 9:10, so.
Once the city is ready to start trial running, it has to be at least 21 days of good performance. During that period, the trains will run between Tunney's Pasture and Blair Station, but passengers will have to get off at Blair Station, and then empty trains will continue on to Trim Station. But just remember, OC Transpo currently only has enough trains to run single-car service, so it isn't clear if there will be enough trains for testing.
All right, CTV's Leah Larocque for us tonight. We're still collecting your stories of Ottawa's worst commute. Many of you have described journeys that take 90 minutes, 2 hours, even longer. We have a list of those stories on our website, ctvnewsottawa.ca.